the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
Not exactly the start to the 2019 season that Drew Brees anticipated when he injured his thumb against the Rams in Week 2 and forced him to miss 5 weeks. The Saints did go 5-0 during his absence, and when he came back, they didn't miss a beat. Rallied him to another division title and got him into the playoffs, and late in the season, passed Peyton Manning for the most career touchdown passes.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Brees going to throw. He's got Burton here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
The 49-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Brees now on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Yeah, you can cover Michael Thomas however you want to. Guys in the short zone, deep zone, mid zones, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He finds a way to get open. 149 catches in 2019, a new NFL record for receiving. Any route you want him to run, he can do it, and he finds his way open.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees. But he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand new head coach, a brand new organization in Carolina.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
On fourth down, the Panthers call on their undrafted rookie from South Carolina, Joseph Charlton, to punt. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans Saints, winners of 2 straight. They get the victory over the visiting L.A. Chargers Monday night in Week 5, and they needed that one, moving to 3-2 now on the year. Now, coming up, Week 6, their open week, and then they'll be home for Carolina, then at Chicago and at Tampa Bay. And hopefully they'll have their All-Pro Michael Thomas back in time for those contests, because certainly they have missed him out wide. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at the 34. He'll start with a give to Kamara, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From midfield, here's Brees. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. There's Brees. That'll be complete to Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, it's Brees. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 8 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
36-yard line.
After 1 on EA Sports.
Saints 3, Panthers nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brees again. And brought in by the tight end Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up
nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Gets this one to Hill.
Brees pass. Complete.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Again, the ball
tackle made by K1 Short.
At the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On second down, Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He's taken down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. That's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Shotgun now for Breeze. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Panthers nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Carolina Panthers, one of the surprise teams really in the NFL. They began 0-2. They were facing the prospect of playing a big stretch of games without their all-pro running back Christian McCaffrey. But now they've run off 3 wins in a row, beating the Chargers and Cardinals. And then in Week 5 in Atlanta, they get the victory over the winless Falcons. And Coach Matt Rule emphasized a team victory, Charles, saying after the game that the NFL is perceived as a game of superstars, but really it's not.
I like what he's saying, and that's part of the college coming out in him, right? You know, what he brought with him from Baylor and before that Temple, but he was an NFL guy before. And I think what he's really trying to say, Brandon, is that, yes, it's perceived as a game of superstars, but it's not. Well, it actually is a game of superstars, but can you mold them into a team? And that's what Matt Rule's doing quite well in Carolina. I know people saw this team folding tent, but they're right in the thick of things right now with 3 wins in a row. Chicago at home, that's going to be a fun one to watch, to see them match up against the Bears defense. At New Orleans in the division, and then face the Falcons again October 29th, a Thursday night at home.
11 yards there, first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
He's brought down.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. First down now, but that clock rolling. Play fake. Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bridgewater.
Curtis Samuel, 54 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Point after.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Breeze now on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in the opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robby Anderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Catch there by Robby Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robby Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half for the veteran quarterback. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Davis. And he powers his way up past the 30. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Davis. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
A first down carry for Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater to the right side, and he's got more complete.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Bridgewater. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Breeze now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 49 yards. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
4 yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April, had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games, and that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25 yards.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
For Carolina.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, Harris.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook.
First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Robby Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing, Bridgewater. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Bridgewater to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
15. And a Panther first down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Robby Anderson.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Breeze and the Saints down 17-13, a little under a minute to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Back to throw, Breeze. And a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Breeze to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.